hour, 21 questions like they're warning. Watch them flashing like paparazzi. Two words. Get money. Tonight's the night. Guess who's back on my block? Rather unique. Bucktown. This on that quiet storm. T-O-N-Y. Top of New York with a pitchfork.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here again is McKinnon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep for the Saints is Ted Ginn. Now it's Ginn. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Hey, easy. Ready, what's that?
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
we go. Good set, good set, good set. Everyone come forward, 4 down. Ready, go check.
On second down, here's Breeze. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Thomas, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. That's complete to Meredith. Still going, and he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Good set, good set, good set. 13.
On 1st down, Breeze. And this one is incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Breeze on the draw, gives to Camara. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, left, ready, attack.
Here's Camara trying to run for it. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. And Watson has it right side. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Breeze now. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Breeze now to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Reuben Foster in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And Lutz puts this one through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The 49er offense getting another crack here. And, you know, I don't want to read too much into preseason numbers, but yet I do want to read a lot into preseason numbers. You know, from an offensive standpoint, the 49ers right now, #1 in the NFL, over 400 yards a game.
They read away. When you're averaging that kind of a number, yeah, you feel great as a team. You feel great as a franchise. And Jimmy Garoppolo, having come over from New England last year to be their quarterback, he hasn't done a single thing to dispel the notion that he's going to be a very good starting quarterback in this league. And he wants his team to focus on the little things he talked about after last preseason game. Don't let the little things slide, guys. We still got some things to do to get better.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara, a little 360.
Oh,
and he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And it's 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And Ginn's got it. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40.
13.
Breeze now on first down. He'll let it fly in the direction again. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Earl Mitchell able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Caught on the left side again. And he's brought down after a good gain. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Get set. Hey. Over.
They'll look to run with Ingram. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Mark Ingram taking it in. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Will Lutz on for the point after. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. Lutz now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
He got 29 yards that time.
Get set.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking for Garcon, and it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick, and he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Got it.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Super Bowl MVP Malcolm Smith. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A hat tip to P.J. Williams there defensively, making sure that one didn't find its target. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Eluding the pressure right. Runs through the contact. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
As we inch closer to the regular season, I'm just peering down at some of the preseason records. Right now, Ravens 4-0, Bengals, Panthers, Cardinals, all 3-0. I guess my question is, what stock do you put in these preseason records?
No, the easy answer is nothing, because the preseason doesn't really matter. But some organizations do put more stock in it than others. Some of them want to win every preseason game. Others don't worry about that at all. Intel has told me that only one team has won the Super Bowl after going 0-4 in the preseason, and that was in a strike year, I believe, when Washington did it. So for the most part, you just don't want to go winless in the preseason. But remember this, the Browns and the Lions both went 4-0 preseasons, then they went 0-16 in the regular season.
Speaking of winless teams, Eagles and Falcons both winless right now. Could be Super Bowl contenders.
I still think that they're going to be, whether they go winless or not.
And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Breeze now on first down. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Ready? You ready? Got it!
Now they'll throw with Breeze. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Solomon Thomas in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
21.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That's caught by Meredith right side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Breeze will try again on 2nd down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The screen does get them 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
That was a nice catch, and if the goal was to get into field goal range, it certainly appears that they accomplished that.
Well, and sometimes that's what you dial up in these situations, right, when you want 3?
Well, if the goal was to get into field goal territory, even though it'll be a long attempt, I think they accomplished that.
And sometimes you have plays for that. It's not always a first down. When you want 3, get a little bit closer, making an easier shot.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to concede to the defense, and they know what you're trying to get done, and to try and get any more than that is almost folly. Take what you can get, maybe have an opportunity to put 3 points on the board.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing, but with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
To throw is Garoppolo. Teo leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Garoppolo looks to throw. All going deep here for Taylor. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Ken Crowley. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Got it! Ready for set!
From the gun, it's Breeze. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Cassius Marsh in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. This is caught by Gill. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up 4th down. And Lutz's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, count points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Breeze now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's got room. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Ready. Ready.
Breeze going to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
95-56. Hey.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Hey, ready. You ready? On 4. On 4.
A give. This is Kamara. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Breeze is looking to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens the...
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Reuben Foster in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker Will Lutz for the field goal attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And is incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And Garrett Selleck here on the completion. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there at 22.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step one, the touchdown. You need a two-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for two again. That's why teams are practicing multiple two-point plays.
We saw that in Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big two-point conversions. And the Saints are going to get to this one, so that should about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Bree's going to throw here. He's got his man in the crossing route. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down.
And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. A great effort there. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Saints add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.
What's up, gang? Let me go secure for the game right quick. Hey, what's up, gang? I got it. I think it's my fault. Free. What's up, get the rest.